In today's class, we will discuss about in thermodynamics what is pressure and what is atmospheric pressure, what is the gauge pressure, and what is absolute pressure. At the end, what is the zero absolute pressure. Let us take one by one. So here, what is the pressure? We are taking the symbol capital P for this. It is the normal force acting on a given area per unit area. Okay, normal force means the force is making 90 degrees with the given area. Okay, it is called normal force. It is the ratio of normal force to the given area. Force acting on a given area, F by A. Okay, it is a pressure formula. And what are the units? For force we are taking newtons. For area we are taking meter square. Sometimes in the problem they are giving the value, pressure value in terms of bar. Okay, so 1 bar is equal to 10 power 5 Newton per meter square. Just remember this relation so that we can substitute for 2 bar, 3 bar we can write 1 bar is equal to this value. 2 bars given means 2 into 10 power 5 Newton per meter square. Okay, and then now how to find this pressure, okay, in a given area or in a given vehicle, in a given boiler or turbine, like that. We are using different instruments for finding the pressure. Okay, here some manometers we are using, some mechanical gauges we are using, but in thermodynamics we don't have all the working process of these manometers and mechanical gauges. In fluid mechanics and instrumentation and control system, we have complete process of finding the pressure by using these manometers and pressure mechanical gauges. If you want to check the process, I will give the link in description box. Okay, we did all these videos for finding the pressure. So just I will explain here. For finding pressure at one point, we are using the piezometers and simple manometers and micro manometers also we are using, vertical type, incline type micro manometers. If you want to find pressure difference between 2 points, like we can take any 2 points, input and output. Okay, if you want to find the pressure between 2 points, we are using differential manometers. Sometimes for getting a correct value, inverted differential manometers. And in vehicles we are using mechanical gauges. In 2-wheelers, 4-wheelers, automobile vehicles, and in industries we are using Bourdon tube pressure gauge, bellow gauges, ionization gauges, elastic diaphragm gauges, like Pirani gauges, McLeod vacuum gauge, like that we are using all these gauges. Please check in description box of the working process of these gauges. Okay. But in thermodynamics we are not studying all these gauges. Okay, and then what is atmospheric pressure? Atmospheric pressure means this pressure will occur because of atmosphere. Okay, on the earth surface, each and every object is subjected to pressure. Okay, let us take this is one object I am taking. So this is subjected to some pressure because of the air surrounding on the earth surface. On the earth surface, air will be there. Okay, this is a layer of the air. Wherever you are keeping the object, it is subjected to pressure of the air. Okay, so this pressure is called atmospheric pressure. It is constant wherever we are taking the object, whatever objects we are taking, it is a constant. So that is called atmospheric pressure. Pressure because of atmospheric air. Okay, we are using the symbol PATM. Okay, so this pressure is, we have already one constant value, 760 mm of Hg. Okay, by using the mercury column, they are finding the height of the mercury is 760 mm. Okay, or otherwise, if you want to take in terms of bar, this value is 1.01325 bar. Okay, so just now I told instead of bar, we can take 1 bar is equal to 10 power 5 Newton per meter square. Here I have written instead of bar 10 power 5 Newton per meter square. Take the next one, P gauge pressure. That is P gauge. Here I am writing the symbol for gauge pressure, and P absolute pressure. P absolute, or we can call it as P total also. Okay, so sometimes we are getting confused which one we have to take. Okay, for removing that confusion, I will take one example here. Okay, some liquid in a container. Okay, so I am taking some liquid. Whatever liquid pressure is coming, okay, let us take, we are connecting one gauge to it. Okay, the whatever value gauge is given, it is P gauge. Okay, it is called P gauge pressure. Okay, just now I told what are the gauges we can use, means we can use this type of gauges, mechanical gauges, or we can use manometers also. Okay, so whatever values are coming, it is called P gauge pressure. Okay, and now here what is P absolute pressure in it? P absolute pressure means, first let us take, here air is there. So this liquid surface or entire liquid is subjected to P atmospheric. Okay, because it is surrounding with air. So this liquid is subjected to two pressures. One is liquid pressure, P gauge pressure, and as well as P atmospheric pressure. So what is the total pressure? So it is called P total or P absolute pressure. I am writing P absolute is equal to P atmospheric plus P gauge. Got it? Here P absolute or P total means P atmospheric plus P gauge. So this liquid is subjected to total pressure, this pressure, it is called P absolute pressure. Okay, so this is the main difference between P gauge pressure and P absolute pressure. Here I am marking P gauge pressure and absolute pressure in a graph. Let us first do one reference line. In graph also we are doing 0 x-axis line, 0 y-axis line, like that. So here I took one line, okay, reference line. It is called absolute zero pressure, okay. Whatever pressure on this line, it is the zero pressure, okay. Below this zero pressure, no substance is available. Whatever substance we are taking, okay, its pressure is above this absolute zero pressure, or it is the absolute perfect zero, okay. Below than this, no pressure will available, okay. That is, no substance is available below this pressure, okay. Here I am taking, it is the zero pressure line, or we can call it as absolute zero pressure. After that, here we know atmospheric pressure is 760 mm or 1.01325 bar. Means it has some value, okay, fixed value. This is 760 mm. So I am taking this line here. This gap is 760 mm. Okay, and then I am marking P atmosphere. Here I am taking 2 points, some A point here and then B point here. One is above the atmospheric pressure and B point is below the atmospheric pressure. 2 points I am taking. Pressure at A is I am taking PA. Pressure at B is I am taking PB. Okay. Now total pressure means from this line. What is the total pressure from this line? Okay, it is P atmospheric, as we know, and this distance. If we are adding these two distance, we will get total PA. Okay, total pressure means, just now I told P absolute or P total. Now I am writing P absolute pressure, at which point it is A point. P absolute at A is equal to, what is this pressure? P atmospheric plus this pressure we are calling gauge pressure. Okay, P gauge. P atmospheric plus P gauge pressure. Here I am writing P atmospheric. Okay, so absolute pressure at A is equal to this value plus this value. Okay, so here this is the total pressure or absolute pressure at A. Okay, now I am taking B point here, which is less than atmospheric pressure. For finding this pressure, okay, from the reference line we are taking both A and B. Okay, it is called total pressure. P total or P absolute at which point it is B point is equal to, so this value P atmospheric minus of this value. Okay, so here we can write, it is also gauge pressure, but it is less than atmospheric pressure. That's why we are calling it is vacuum pressure. Okay, so gauges are giving this value. We can call it as gauge pressure also, but we are considering whatever value above the atmospheric, we are using the symbol P gauge. Okay, whatever value below the atmospheric, we are calling P vacuum. Okay, P vacuum also we are using for we are finding by using the gauges only. Okay, how to find PB value? P absolute pressure, P atmospheric minus P vacuum. Okay, so here I am writing P atmospheric minus P vacuum pressure. Okay, this is the formula. Always remember, P vacuum pressure means it is less than the atmospheric pressure. P gauge pressure means which is above the atmospheric pressure. Okay, these two formulas we can use for finding the pressure at A point, pressure at B point. This is the main concept in this graph.